This will be a video covering a prominent theory in ReZero, so it will contain spoilers for Arc 5 and Arc 4, so I recommend if you're anime only to click off the video. Anyways, enjoy. One of the interesting things about ReZero is the fact that the author foreshadows a lot of elements arcs before is actually relevant to the main plotline, and due to this a lot of people have made theories, which you can see on the ReZero theory iceberg. On this channel I aim to go over as many theories as possible and give them credibility or debunk them. On this channel I've already covered a few theories, whether or not Subaru is pride or not, whether or not Elsa is a descendant of an isekai character, and what exactly Shola is as a character. And so today we're going to be looking at another prominent theory in the ReZero community, and that is the Sirius equals Fortuna theory, which I'll be looking at in this video. To make sure the video has structure, I'm going to cover it in 3 separate parts. The first will be the appearance of the characters, second is their abilities, and thirdly is circumstantial evidence. So one thing I do need to point out is that the author uses the words violet and amethyst to describe Emilia's eyes, and he also uses this to describe Sirius and Fortuna's eyes, so they are used interchangeably, which is good to know. So starting with Fortuna, we know that she has silver colored hair and violet eyes. This is stated in light novel 14, which has just recently come out in English. For Sirius, we do know that she has amethyst colored eyes from the Wondoro side story, which involves Regulus and Sirius. We can also tell she does have silver colored hair from her promotional images and character sheets. However, I've not found a source where it's actually specifically stated to be silver. The wiki does say she has silver colored hair, but I couldn't find it written down anywhere. I have checked the web novel, I've checked the side stories, and I've checked the question and answers, and I couldn't find where it was written that she has silver hair. I have been told that fan art of Sirius had silver hair before she appeared in the light novel, so it must be stated somewhere. If you've seen my Roswell video, you know why I don't like to trust the wiki's information due to it not having sources, but I'm pretty sure we can all agree Sirius does have silver colored hair, even though it isn't specifically stated, or it may be stated but I just haven't found a source yet. Due to Fortuna being an elf, she of course has elf ears, which is a prominent feature of her character, and keep in mind she has short hair. That's a very important plot point. If we were to take a look at Sirius's art, you can notice that her ears are pretty damn huge. In fact, keep in mind they're bandaged, so they're kind of subdued as well, and they're really long, so it does look like she has elf ears. Remember when I said Fortuna had short hair? Assuming Sirius is the same person, it would make sense for her to have long hair because 100 years has passed. It would also explain why Sirius is still alive if she's Fortuna, because elves live for a very long time as well. Moving on to abilities, we do know that Fortuna has fire mana, which allows her to essentially create ice attacks. Now keep in mind, fire mana allows you to add and remove heat. So if you removed heat from something, you would get ice. If you added heat to something, you'll get fire. Now we know Fortuna would create ice with her magic attacks. However, even though it hasn't been stated, if we were to look at Sirius, we notice that she uses fire, which again makes sense because if Sirius was Fortuna and Fortuna had an affinity to fire mana, it would make sense why Sirius can use fire attacks as well, because she would just add heat to something and she would create fire. It is painfully obvious that Beetlejuice and Fortuna liked each other in some capacity, and Emilia did see them as a mother and father couple. However, everything went downhill when a tragedy occurred when Pandora caused Beetlejuice to kill Fortuna in accident. If Fortuna survived and then was made into Sirius via the insertion of a witch factor, that would explain why she still loves Beetlejuice. She's just gone mad, but she still has that emotions there. And the reason why Beetlejuice doesn't reciprocate her love is because of Pandora's influence of loving the witch. It would also explain why Sirius doesn't like tragedy and she doesn't want to cry, because of the experience that shaped her as a person. Well, some people would say, oh, how could Fortuna survive that? Well, you need to realize that Pandora was literally nearby and she's a walking Deus Ex Machina. It's highly likely that she might have played a trick on Emilia and Beetlejuice's mind to make them think they've killed Fortuna and she actually didn't die. You also need to realize that Wrath would fit Fortuna because she didn't like Pandora, and it would be ironic if Pandora then made her into the Sin Archbishop of Wrath, which would actually be really funny. that's going to be it for me. I've went over everything I could find. Let me know if you agree with the theory or not. Do you think Sirius is someone else, or do you think it's Fortuna? Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.